Hey, howdy, folks. Welcome to another Chronicles of Not Jay episode 39. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Wiley Wargaming weekend that just transpired this past weekend. The weekend that was. and early on, we had a comment. Well, early on. This was at 11:37 this morning. Robbie from Japan saying, "Looking forward to it. Sorry I can't watch it live. I'll watch it tonight after work. Have a great chat, guys." So, Robbie, when you see this, thank you for dropping in real quick. I appreciate it. Chuck, evening, sir. Evening to you, Chuck. Glad you could make it. And Wiley is in the hizzy.
Wiley's here.
Yeah. Sup, dorks. Yeah, well, I deserve that because
That's just like your opinion, man.
Well, he's not wrong.
Didn't say that he was, but that is
two of us were just talking about rifle armed kangaroos a moment ago. So
I actually have some delightful, revelations on that front for you guys once we're done live here.
Okay. Bunkhouse is in the house also. Says, "Hey guys, howdy, Bunk." By the way, folks, everybody here knows McMurray. I have no doubt.
God, I would hope so by now.
Yeah. However, I did an injustice and did not introduce Chris C. Chris C, also known as Toph or Copeland, is my absolute best friend in the entire world. You've probably heard about him quite a few times with me talking about him. We've known each other since junior year in high school.
So about 100 years.
Yeah, very long ass time ago. But he's literally, if yes, I know. I'll get to that here in a second. Anyway, Mr. Copeland is he is that one friend that everybody has that if he calls you in the middle of the night saying, "I need you to meet me someplace with a shovel and garbage bags," I don't ask why. I just show up with a shovel and garbage bags. So we also have Carolina Ocampo saying, "Hey, hello, Carolina." Steve, 2 Action Steve. Unfortunately, we do. We do. Yes. Yeah. He's calling you out, McMurray. And then Wiley says he didn't spell my name right, so I can call him whatever I want. Yeah, I had a severe anxiety attack.
How did you misspell
Wylie? I transposed the Y and the E like an idiot.
Jesus, bud.
I was having a bad day at work, and I thought,
no arguments.
Let me step away. Let me have a little bit of time. Do something that I want to do, something I'd like to do. So I set up tonight's show on my phone.
I know what I like to do: misspell one of my friends' names. Yay!
And I misspelled Wiley. Not only did I misspell Wiley on the name of the episode, but I also misspelled it in the group, Facebook group post that I made.
Did it not suggest his name when you were trying to type it in?
Yeah. So yeah. Now, and Buckhouse says some of us knew McMurray from before these live shows.
Oh, what's up? I know who you are, Buckhouse. What's up, Dougie? Hey, buddy.
And then he says, "It's on the Facebook page." Yes, I'm aware of that, Steve. I was having a bad day. And then it got worse.
A bad day. So what exactly constitutes a bad day in the G-Pig food market?
Well, when the president of the company says, "Hey, I'm doing a price change. Here's the file. Go ahead and upload it." And you upload it and the price prices change, but not to the right amount. And then you contact the company that, provides the software for you, and they don't respond to you for 48 hours.
Oh, you don't need software and stuff. What the heck software?
Yeah, So, yeah. Anyway, but we're not here to worry about, me misspelling Wiley on like 4 different Facebook groups and, the entirety of YouTube.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later.
We'll swing back around on that,
I'm
in
sure.
another 2 or 3 episodes.
I mean like a half hour, but that's all right too.
Oh yeah, that too. We're here to talk about the weekend that was at Wiley Games headquarters.
Indeed.
I can't speak for my 2 guests here, my co-hosts. I had a blast. That's it. Thanks. Good night.
Absolutely.
Todd!
I was waiting for him to come in here. He just made some smart thumbs up thing or whatever on a chat, and I was like, "Oh, he's got to come in here now. He's got
Ladies
to.
and
He's got
gentlemen,
to."
Wardrobe. Not only
Plays
is in the house
World War
tonight,
II.
he was.
Hey, I actually have a question. Does Wardrobe
Yes.
actually play World War II? Because it's my understanding that Wardrobe is now getting his World War II games shipped to my house. Because if there's one thing I need, it's more hobby crap in my house.
So as I was saying, I can't speak for the 3 of my co-hosts, but I can speak for myself. I had a blast. I didn't get to play. Yes, yeah. There will be evidence of that, Mr. Wiley. It's in there. So I think what we can do is we can just go ahead and dive right in and start looking at photos and talking about what got played and how we got playing and all that good stuff. So let me pull this up real quick. Now, Wiley's Wargaming weekend is all because this man here, Jay Wiley, has a birthday in October.
Woo!
And so we had a birthday party, and it's at his place this time, and we played lots of games and had fun. I noticed, however, in this photo that somebody had already snaked a piece of cake before you blew your candles out. Or is this a recreation? While we wait for Mr. Wiley to respond here, we do have Warmut in the house. He says, lurking on and off. Wifey wants me at the table. Woohoo!
Better go take care of
I saw that. And he said it's an old fart. You're going to get yourself not
An invite
allowed
onto this
to
show.
have any stuff sent to you anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say,
So,
keep making fun of Wiley and your life's just going to suck.
yeah.
You're never going to get that hardback. He's going to sell it to that David Duke.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Not cool. Not cool. So there he is that morning, looking very dapper.
Always.
So, of course, here's the back of some Star Wars games. Of course, the table for Star Wars. Always.
Hey, Dave Hall in the house.
Yeah, he is. Hello to the multitude. So, Steve did a great job of painting these up. This was Friday night. This was a playthrough of the fantasy rules. Apparently, there were some bugbears over here that were wreaking havoc, eating the villagers.
Oh boy, consuming mass quantities of villagers over here on our left.
Yeah, over here. And apparently Brian, the bugbear, was being a bugbear.
Piece of work.
He was a real piece of work. He was definitely making things difficult for the villagers. Well, Mr. Copeland here, in his all of his resplendent glory, apparently did something about it. You want to go ahead and fill us in there, Mr. Copeland?
Oh, sure. Why not? So yeah, Brian was over here on the left of the table in your view here, scarfing villagers left and right. And when opposing barbarians came forth to do battle with him, he'd whack them over the skull, kill them, and announce, "I am Brian." Repeatedly.
That was nice of him.
That was very.
Well, at least he's introducing himself.
Yeah, to cadavers, but whatever.
Hey,
so
cadavers are people too. Granted, they're also lunch meat, but
dead Americans, hyphenated dead Americans.
Yeah.
In this case, it was dead barbarians. But anyway, so yeah, he meandered over to close to where I was. You can see my nerdy pear-shaped self to the right there, and he ambled over close to me. And to be brutally honest, I got a lucky shot. He was eating something immediately in front of me, and one of my guys leaped out, stabbed him with a spear, and he fell over dead.
Hey. So, from
Heroes
that
get
point
lucky.
forward, from that point forward, he was known as Chris Copeland, Brian Slayer.
Yep.
Robin even took the time to go and get him a new name tag for the weekend.
I noticed that. That was awesome.
That was indeed
because
awesome.
Robin is awesome.
Accurate.
Let's just lay it out there.
Word.
So, let's go ahead and hold on. Okay, more Star Wars, because I've got a problem. Yeah, Steve. Chris is posed as Captain Morgan there.
Pear-shaped Captain Morgan.
And yes, we had Masters of the Universe. That was a fun game. That was Friday, or excuse me, Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning cartoons being played cool. Saturday morning. So it was a lot of fun. Here is a photo from the Victorian horror scene.
Yeah, what up? Vampires for Life.
Hey, that's me playing against Chris. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Mad Mulligan.
Yeah, there you go. Against some cops who apparently did not last long.
The cops died pretty brutally and rapidly. Yeah.
In all fairness, Todd ambushed them straight out of the gate.
Hey.
Technically correct.
Like, quite literally, the first part of the game that was played was Todd starting to shoot at Chris's guys. Before Chris was aware that Todd's guys were supposed to be shooting at him.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but yeah, it seemed like a bit of a dick move, even though Todd was on my team. Sorry, Todd.
Yeah. Jay says go, and all of a sudden my guys are getting blasted at from the building immediately to my right. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, from the singular window on the side of a stone building that's in like the second or third story.
Yeah.
And apparently Jay Wiley is saying it's foul-mouthed Finnegan.
Oh.
Well, I don't care. He died anyway.
Yeah.
There's that.
So here are the characters I was playing on Masters of the Universe. I had
you Skeletor?
No, that's Evelyn or Evil Lynn.
Well, the dude on the left, honestly.
Oh, this one here? No, that was
could be called Skeletor.
This is Scare something or other. I don't remember. But this guy back here, the guy with the big ass hand, he was bitch slapping people left and right. He took out just about anybody that walked up to him. He was smacking them down. He did finally get offed, but
can we say bitch slap on YouTube?
Why the fuck not?
All right. That's it. Okay, cool.
Woohoo!
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, Scare Glow. Yes. Garm says Scare Glow. Steve coming in with the confirmation Scare Glow. There you go. And then I think if I'm not mistaken, I've got Trap Jaw here and Stinkor, I believe it is.
Stink.
Oh yeah, and this is Jitsu. Yeah, nothing like keeping the racial stereotypes alive.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's coming in hot. Damn.
So, oh, is this Brian?
Is this Brud?
If that's, I strongly suspect that that's Brian
Okay. Yeah. So
on the left now, the large,
on the left.
unattractive guy.
I appreciate the
yeah, we've been talking
clarification.
about how this giant hobgoblin has been coming in and just eating people, and we have to say, yeah, the one on the left.
Yeah, you never know. The guy on the right could be like some kind of weird goblin. Okay, no.
Yeah, like he's in disguise. He's at a makeover.
Yeah.
Shave.
Extreme Makeover Hobgoblin Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure this is Brian.
Yeah. Wiley again with the confirmation. Yes, that is Brian there. So
Brian's got a weird like Simpsons lady hairdo going there.
yeah,
What's the lady on the Simpsons got that hair? Or is that Krusty the Clown? I don't
I
remember.
think it's Krusty the Clown.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, fair enough.
All right, so this here is a game that was run by Chris Clucky, the short guy there, off to the right, without the striped shirt, and he brings 54 millimeter French and Indian War,
Mhm.
a great table every time. And this was just before I ran off the table.
Isn't that just before the very start of the game?
No, we were
That looks
we were 2 turns in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Literally the next turn, these guys moved up, and I got shot to hell. And by shot to hell, I lost 2 figures, one of them being my leader. I passed the first test to not run off. I did not pass the second test to run off, so I ran off.
Oh, your degenerates decided they weren't sticking around without accountability, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I understand it was a fun game. I didn't get to play it other than moving my figures forward, so couldn't tell you.
That counts.
It was a very, very good time. It was a very strategic game, possibly the most attractive miniatures I've ever seen on a table.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, Chris Clucky puts on a fabulous game. He puts on a fabulous table. Yeah, run off by the Fat Brigade. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's hard for it's sometimes it's hard for me to look at photos of me because I don't remember being. I keep forgetting I've gotten as skinny as I am. I'm literally 100 pounds lighter now than I was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, this gentleman here, just to the left of me, is Joel, another one of my gaming buddies. That's part of the gaming group with Mr. Copeland. So, nope, going the wrong direction. More Star Wars stuff. You got Luke, the Skywalker, with the droids. More Masters of the Universe. I've got, if I remember, it was like Cobra Khan, Sir Hiss, Merman, and I don't remember the other 2 dudes. Oh, my logo! Yay!
Designed by who?
Mr. J. Wiley.
The fabulously talented Jay.
Yes. 6 tables. Yeah, you had 6 tables running in your abode. More Star Wars because I've got a problem, and so does Steve. More hobgoblins. And here is the playing of the
That was the Saturday playing, I think, or the afternoon playing, whichever one it was.
Saturday afternoon.
That was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's good. The thing about Masters of the Universe, there's Skeletor, by the way, Skeletor, Beastman, Triclops, and Faker, and whoever this dude is with the Maserati emblem. Steve took bits and pieces from just about every single book. There was rules in there from Core. There was rules from Wasteland Warriors. There was rules in there from Fantasy. There was rules in there from Galactic Heroes. If it didn't have anything from Starfighters, of course, because there's no ships, but yeah. Wiley says bugbears, not hobgoblins. Correct, bugbears. No, we did not go out to dinner. Dinner was brought in. Friday night we had a taco bar provided by Robin and the fam. And then
you jealous, Brian? You jealous out there, Warmutt?
Yeah,
tacos that Friday night.
We had tacos
at Wiley HQ. We had tacos at Wiley HQ.
And there's Mr. Jeff who watched Friday night. We didn't have any other live streaming for whatever reason, but that's okay.
Say Jeff's in here?
Yeah, he just showed up. Thank you for joining me. Nope, no steak. Tacos Friday night and pizza Saturday night. So that was good. Steve said yes, every book. No starships though. And then all Warmutt thinks about is food. Yes, he does.
Accurate. Can confirm.
Some eat to live, some live to eat. I can relate.
Yep, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Hey, the OG is in the house also. Welcome, OG Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Thank you for showing up. All right, let's keep rolling here. Oh yeah, there I am. In all of my resplendent glory. Took a bit of a nap. It's not a good game convention unless you can find a quiet corner and take a nap.
You were in a quiet corner. You were in the middle of Jay's living room.
Hey, it was quiet enough.
I remember a certain evening at Mr. Arnold's abode in Springfield with a cat asleep on my chest, and I passed out.
Yep. So more Star Wars, of course. Here's some more pictures of those 54 millimeter figures.
Ah, yes.
Those are.
Who makes those? What's the manufacturer?
Like something in Johnson, or I don't remember. If you go to
Johnson, the soap people.
What's that?
I'm just kidding.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said Johnson & Johnson, the soap people.
No, not them. If you go to Chris Clucky's blog, Cluckamuck, he's got a link to it. They're anywhere between $45 and $60 a piece. John Jenkins, there you go. I knew it had a John in there somewhere.
I was about to say, I know it's on Jay's episode of BSing with the Baron where Chris was on too. They talked about them.
Yeah. He does touch them up some to give them some individuality, but they do come painted. So absolutely beautiful figures, astounding One of the best teddy bear fur terrain I've ever seen. So
Yeah, his fields are outstanding.
there's King, whatever the hell his name is, Buzz Off, Many Faces.
King Randor? No.
Yeah, King Randor.
Wait, I was right?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, what's up? That's wild.
What poor kid's teddy bear did he shave to make that?
Plush
I
felt,
don't know.
Jeffrey. Plush felt.
I'm not sure he shaved it. He may have skinned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. But yeah, all you got to do is go to Joann's and get plush felt.
Yep. More of the photos from the fantasy game there. Not quite sure who the Knigget is.
Oh, that would be mine.
Okay.
Now ask how effective he was.
Exactly nil.
Yeah, but he looked awesome.
Diddly and squat. He looked awesome disappearing down the gullet of a bugbear, yes.
That was one of my favorite figures on that table. I really like Jay's fantasy collection that he's got built up.
Uh-huh.
And that faction is always quite visually impressive. Personally, if I'm playing, I like being as orcs with Stabby Rick and Lefty and all the boys. But
Yeah.
As any fans of the War Room or anywhere else who've watched our live plays know, Stabby Rick's my man, so is Lefty. But that Knight faction is always incredibly visually impressive. I really enjoy seeing
It really is, yeah.
Going back here, yeah, if you'll notice the bases, Jay points out that Chris does the bases right. He does, because he actually has like leaves, and they look like leaves. They're not just, crunched up something or other. There's actual leaves on the bases. Amazing stuff. Bunkhouse says, I keep looking for ethically sourced teddy bear fur.
There you go.
Yes.
Again, we all just need to take a gander down to Todd's to Wardrobe's favorite hobby store, which is what Wardrobe?
Joanne Fabrics, best hobby store around.
Yep.
There we go.
And Jay says, Stabby Rick.
Yeah, dude. Stabby Rick's my man. Stabby Rick gets it done every time. He and Lefty working in conjunction get it done.
So, and then we've got Prince Adam, Orko, Mechanic,
Weirdo. Infinity
this
Eyes.
guy is, and Chicadero. Another shot of the beautiful fantasy table.
Mm-hmm.
Now, were these the brutal cards?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Blood dripping off the numbers, that kind of noise.
Yeah. So, I do have a question. How well did the Necromancer do in the fantasy game?
I don't.
As I recall, he was able to successfully cast a spell.
He did?
Unlike you as the Necromancer.
Oh yeah, no, my Necromancer wasn't.
At the crossover weekend, didn't you blow yourself up?
I believe so, yeah. I believe so. Now here is a werewolf looking like he's chowing on somebody.
Oh man, there's a good story about that werewolf.
Yeah. So that's the werewolf leader chowing on one of my zombie flunkies.
Yeah, but
the zombie flunky rolled a 10 and the werewolf leader rolled a 1.
Oof.
Or some such nonsense. Either way, the zombie, my little vampire guy, beat the werewolf in close combat, and then managed to roll a 10 for the, wounding. And despite being down, having a wound, and all that good stuff, wound up killing the werewolf leader. The other werewolf pictured was immediately killed thereafter. And then my vampires won the day because, as everyone knows, vampires always beat werewolves.
Hogwash.
I want to hear about the jousting tournament.
We'll get there. Saturday night, Prince Adam, Randor, and Man-at-Arms all dead first turn.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And Muldar made it the whole game. So there you go. And Steve says my vampires destroyed all werewolves by third turn. And that's because I wasn't playing them.
It must have been player successes, Steve. That must have been what got the werewolves there.
So there's an overview of the table that had both the Star Wars and the Masters of the Universe on it.
Crossover.
On separate sides is worth noting.
And of course, Fistful Tales of Horror deck card there.
Those are cool cards.
Yeah, they are. There's the werewolves, and you'll notice we even have a innocent bystander, a lamplighter.
There were a number of bystanders on that table, including a few random civilians that my vampires tried to mesmerize.
Didn't work too good.
I didn't. Well, I mean, I would assume it would have worked fine, except for that they were inanimate objects, so it was kind of pointless. But yeah, Jade took a fair bit of delight in pointing out, that's just a random guy. Well, okay, so that didn't work. Next action. Yeah.
Jay says Ken was pissed.
Yeah.
Because Adam Randor and Man at Arms had died, I suspect, or was it because werewolves?
He might have been playing the werewolves. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that. That might have. I think that was probably the werewolves thing because Ken was outside for most of that game. Todd and I were talking to him outside for a good chunk of that.
Okay. Looks like we got some barbarians again with a great looking table, Jay. It's the stuff like the baskets full of fruits and vegetables and pumpkins and whatnot.
Yeah, it's the character.
It makes it feel real. So another shot. Here's a shot of the fantasy table up close, and then the Star Wars and the Masters of the Universe in the background there. More werewolves and vampires. And the lamplighter lighting nothing.
As well as a rogue shot of the bare naked Baron running through the background there.
Yeah, right there, boys and girls. Got the bare naked.
We don't judge here.
We don't.
Again, another shot of the absolutely gorgeous Star Wars table and the beautifully, you wouldn't think orange and purple go well together.
Well, look at Steve.
But they do.
Steve did a great job with it. That wasn't meant to be an insult at Steve. That was meant to be Steve managed to do that. Absolutely.
I don't recall that Steve is orange and purple, but I suppose he could change.
You guys must
picture of blue.
That's right. We saw him at the gas station on Friday night when he was doing quick family things when Wardrobe and I were driving in. Sorry, you guys didn't see him.
Then we've got Chris Klucky's table set up, ready to go, and a picture of Boo in the background.
Boudica.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that they don't go together, but it just you think in your brain when you don't see it, you just orange and purple.
They're certainly not necessarily colors that you would think, man, those complement one another nicely.
How does that orange and purple table look with alcohol on it?
Shut up. I didn't even play on that table, Todd.
I didn't say. I just was asking.
And Steve says Jay did it. In other words, what he means, Jay made the table for Masters of the Universe. We've got Pau Bojorquez Saludos desde Colombia. I believe that means hello from Colombia. So hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Pau. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. More werewolves and vampires.
That was cool. That was
the
really
omnibus in the back there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. That's an impressive looking table. Did you get a picture of the steamer? Where's your awesome picture of the boat, man?
I just get look at it. Another shot of the fantasy board. There is the Master of the Universe table in all of its orange glory. Yeah, and
I was
Jay
gonna
said
say-
he painted the table like a cartoon, which is exactly what you would expect for a cartoon game.
That doesn't seem like it. The table was super vibrant. Like the colors, I feel like that doesn't capture the colors super duper well. The color,
No, it looks really good on my 27-inch
everything was
display.
super bright. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm sitting here on my computer screen too, just because mine's like an ordinary laptop, not some obnoxious Mac crap thing.
No, my display is actually an LG.
Oh, you mean it's better than a Macintosh product?
No, I just can't afford the 27-inch display that Apple sells for $5,000.
I was about to say, of course you can. Just get rid of your car.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it would take. Let's see.
I would like to take this opportunity to introduce my handsome gaming assistant and football buddy here.
Hold on, who do we got? Oh, such a buddy.
There you go. Just like Chris.
This
Like
is
a Chris thing.
This is Thor, and he clambered up into my lap a couple of minutes ago, and
I've been hearing him.
yeah, he's been purring, so yeah.
Gotta be a Chris thing.
Hero
Pretty
of
much.
the table says the terrain was all great. Yes, it was.
Yes, indeed, it was.
Warmut says all the tables were awesome. That alone made the games.
Yep.
And he said, watch our show on terrain. Yeah, that was what, 2 BSing with the Barons ago, I believe.
That's the one that has, again, Chris Clucky is the guest.
Yep.
Very good show.
More shots of the fantasy table. Just looked amazing. Of course, here's Star Wars. I love that we know that this is post Empire because the statue of the Emperor has been traded out for Buzz Lightyear.
I'm down.
I mean, Darth Vader was there, so there's got to be something funky going on.
Yeah, well, another shot of Victorian London.
It's probably why he was on planet, because he was trying to punish him for bringing that statue on.
Yeah, for their heresy. Wait, wrong Emperor. Oh no.
Can we talk for a second? What happened to Darth Vader in the start?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. He died, but not before Luke died.
At the hands of a shocked Newton nobody.
Yeah. Yep.
It was almost like McMurray's nobody kill of the leader werewolf.
Yep.
But
it was not pretty. It was not pretty.
It's why we play the games, though.
So here, Jeff, here is the jousting tournament.
I did terrible.
I made it all the way to the championship round.
That's right. We have a championship second place. We have the best of the worst with us.
I am the first loser.
Yep.
Dog, Bill was a machine at that game, though.
What's that?
Wasn't the guy that wound up
Doug?
winning his name? I thought his name was Bill.
Bill, that's right.
Yeah,
Bill.
He's a machine, man. Watching him do that was
the thing was he did it all random.
Not as random as Todd. Todd just literally rolled a D3.
No. He randomed it by not even looking at the placard and just pushing the peg into the hole.
I thought I would see like somebody's
the only
head
time he
laying on
focused
the
it.
floor.
What's that, Jeff?
I thought I would see like somebody's head laying on the ground or something like that.
Yeah.
The only time he really thought about it is if he knew that they were going to be close enough to actually cross, be at the same post, he would change the attack to head every time.
That's fair.
Yep. So yes, this is a Thomas Foss game.
Skull and Crown.
Breaking lances. Skull and Crown. Not production.
Stratagem. That's what it is.
Yeah. Skull and Crown Stratagem. These are all wood 3mm plywood that's been cut and then glued together to make the knights, and then painted.
Quite
Beautiful work.
impressively by Mr. Wiley and Foss.
Yeah. Hero of the Table says, I had to be the worst at that game. I got unhorsed on the very first tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All my game. Well, see, the thing is, Bill came to the championship game with
Oh, dude, he had all the
Goose
special
Grease
stuff.
shield and fucking lightning lance or some shit. I don't know. I showed up barely scraping through each of my rounds.
Yeah, I was about to say, who'd you play before me? 'Cause it was 2-1. You won 2-1, and then you beat me the round before 3-1. Yeah, king of low scores over here.
Yeah,
Jay, I think what we're hearing is you need to seed next year's tournament a little bit better because we got the Appalachian State team over here into the finals.
Warmut says, Mr. Wiley, is it possible to get all the rule book covers and poster size? I'm thinking of getting the 8x10s to cover my wall by the game table. There are some on the the fantasy book covers are on the merch page, so be on the lookout for those.
Oh, dude. Warmut, do you mean all of them? Because that would be one of the coolest walls ever.
Yeah, and they're 16 by 29,
them.
Warmut. 16 by 29. Get it right, buddy.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
If
here
you
the
complain
game
that
table
about the
says Goose
size, look
Grease
what-
Shield. Yeah, he had the Goose Grease Shield. And actually, he got a second one
He did.
while he was
Jousting
jousting
with you.
me. Yeah. So
Yeah, the Goose Grease Shield. He had like the gambison of never taking damage and all kinds of stuff.
yeah. Oh yeah. So
It was cool.
Am I going the right direction here? Hold on. Okay, that must be the last. Yeah.
Where's the boat?
Well,
Oh,
these were the photos sent to me by Mr. Wiley. So
You took the other one.
yes, I did. I'm about to get to those.
Oh, thank God. The world needs to see that thing because it is gorgeous.
It is cool. Yes, it is. All right. So again, we start with the beautiful fantasy table. More of the fantasy. I think these are the barbarians. If I'm not.
Yep, this was pre-barbarians getting their skulls bashed in by Brian.
Yeah. This was some sort of magic user with some men-at-arms and an archer and whatever the hell this guy was. The blacksmith and whatever the hell this looks like, an oink joint here, a pig joint of some nature.
Oink joint.
Yeah.
A pigsty? What?
No, a stew.
Oh, a ham?
Yeah. An oink joint.
Go to the
Go to the store,
Warmut.
Go to the store.
Keep going.
I guess this guy
It's in the
was
aisle in between tacos, ice cream, and chicken.
Yeah.
Roast
I guess
pork.
this guy was having it out with this guy here, and this guy was pointing at this guy saying, no, you need to be stabbing him. I don't know what's going on here. Best war cry ever. I'm Brian.
I cannot disagree. I literally cannot disagree.
Here we go. Yes, the necromancer that wasn't. Also with some of Thomas Foss's amazing skeletons.
Right? How cool are those?
If you need skeletons for any type of fantasy gaming, do yourself a favor. Go to Skull and Crown Stratagem. Get them. Even if you don't need them, get them.
They are super cool.
Because
everybody needs a skeleton sometime.
Yeah. Oh, he even has the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
He does.
So there's that. You got some shaggy longhorns, Scottish Highland cows. You gotta love them. Did Brian eat any of those?
I saw him narf a couple of sheep. I don't think the cows got it though.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
and then-
Did I hear sheep?
Yeah,
Get out of here,
West
West
Virginia.
There were sheep. They got consumed by a bugbear.
They were for eating, not the other ass. Barbarians to this day warn their children, be good or Brian will get you. There you go.
Yes.
Yipper.
Oh,
And then Warmut says, my question was asked because I'm at the store and noticed the fantasy posters. I think all the covers should be in poster form. I mean, I can't argue with
that's
that.
true. That would be super cool.
Oh, he never made it to the cows. That's why. You killed him before he got to the cows.
Oh, he was
I
on
saved
the
the
way.
cows. Woo!
Yeah, Chris. There you go.
So cows will be in the field
Let's do
singing
being
my
a big
praises
hero and
for
everything.
years.
All I could think about when I heard Brian was Monty Python.
Right? Yeah.
I fell off my chair, Brian.
But father,
Some fleet troopers. Of course, you know, Luke and the droids.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right,
boom,
here is a nasty little group here. They look like some unsavories.
Professor something or other. I forget the guy's name.
Oh, yeah. I definitely mesmerized that lady with one of my vampires. I think my lady vampire mesmerized that lady.
I would have paid money to see that up close.
Yeah.
Easy killer.
Yeah.
Okay, that can't be all of the. There we go. There's the vampires up close,
Mm-hmm.
looking dastardly.
Not
One of them
sparkly.
looking particularly cringe lord in the background there. You can just hear him saying "milady" and however
Who, this guy here?
a vampire talks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor Throckmorton are the hunters.
There you go. Yeah. Joe Wiley says the posters will be done eventually.
Nice.
And yeah, the hunters, Highgate miniatures for the vampires.
They look pretty cool. They were good miniatures.
Yeah.
I liked them a lot. I liked, dude, again, all the miniatures were outstanding, if we're being honest.
And
here.
then you got some ladies packing heat. This is Professor Throckmorton, I suspect, with
no,
large-
those are the Prussians, or they were the group paid by the Prussians. The first guys we saw with the lady in the yellow dress, that was
okay.
Professor Throckmorton. Those were the
Okay.
monster hunters. These are
There you go.
Prussians.
Are you
They're
happy
paid by
now?
Prussians. What's
Are
up?
you happy?
Yeah, that is a great picture of a splendid looking boat model, as well as Foulmouth Finnegan.
Yes.
But there's another outstanding one that you got from like the bow onto the boat that's just gorgeous.
And then, of course, there's the werewolves. I really like this guy here as he's ripping his shirt off.
Werewolf Spacey.
Yeah. And there's the
Poor
bare
little
naked Baron in the back with the dude lighting the lamps again. There's the Bobbies who got bobbed apparently.
Oh boy, did they ever.
fuck. It's okay. Can't win them all.
Bunkhouse wants to know. It says nice mix of werewolves there. Conflict 47 and Reaper minis? ? And there's an overall picture of it.
That was a cool table too. I really enjoyed it. Bare
Yeah.
naked Baron. Oh, look it. There's one of the objectives in our game. So as the vampires, you are trying to protect the vampires' native soil or whatnot that was dispersed in various coffins around this city. And so you placed 8 coffins, 4 of which were kind of dummies, 4 of which were, real coffins that you had to protect. And the players didn't know which ones they were. They just saw a coffin until they got up to it, right? and then they could flip it over once they had searched it. And if there was an X on the bottom of it, it was an actual coffin. If there wasn't, it was just, one of the fake ones. And they usually had good stuff for them in it, because if I was to plant diversionary coffins around a city so that people couldn't hurt me, I'd put in things that hurt me. Anyways, right under that cart at the top there, where you see what appears to be a coffin on top, immediately under that cart was one of the coffins. That was greatly frustrating to the team that round. It was entertaining.
There's a postman.
Yeah.
He only rings once.
Checking the boxes, baby. Checking the boxes.
Okay, so what was the target icon being used for here?
Huh? Oh. Oof. I don't know what that.
Mr. Copeland.
I did not play that game.
Target icon. What was going on here? Oh, that the goal. The good guy's goal in the fantasy game was to get the villagers off the table safely before they got consumed by bugbears or turned into unholy relics by the chaotic ones or whatever. And much fun was had attempting die rolls trying to get these yutzes off the table. As Hero of the Table points out, the ones with the little targets on them have been alerted that there are monsters coming, and they're bugging out all over the table.
Okay.
The others were like, meh, fake news.
Okay. No idea why I took that picture. I thought it looked cool. I don't know.
Because that wall is gorgeous. Oh, that's a great one.
Action photo.
Oh, okay. There you go.
A vid. Dig it.
Live photo.
All
right. Here we go. Got some dwarves doing some stuff. Yeah.
I'll be right back, gents.
Okay. Here, skeleton's going after some pigs, it looks like.
Well, skeletons need love too. That field that you're looking at was the central killing ground of the entire battle. I shudder to imagine how many corpses were piled up there by the end of it. Probably at least 10.
There's at least 3 standing there.
Yeah, I think that might have been earlier in the battle. There was a puppy pile in the middle there by the middle of the battle.
And there's your bugbears. I wanted to get in a better shot of those pigs, but I guess not. And there's some high-class individuals there.
Must be in the next room or something.
Yeah. I think this is what he was referring to.
Might be. Yeah, that's that.
This is actually a little bit of a video that I took.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna make McMurray cream in his shorts if you show him this one. Yeah, he's gonna dig it.
Is it the awesome boat picture?
It's an awesome boat video, dude.
There you go.
Oh man, look at that. Yeah. Again, that's a super cool model. Super cool figure, man. Absolutely.
I was trying to do kind of a fly-through look, but the fly-through was a little jerky.
Well, it was windy. The drone was getting blown around.
Yeah, that's what we'll say.
Now we're a peeping Tom drone.
I was trying to see if I could get a good shot through there, but it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to show off the greatness of this of the table.
Jay Wiley, did you paint all of this scenery?
I believe so. I believe he's
Yeah.
also trying to.
He's also going in and going to replace all of the MDF stuff with 3D printed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's all the coffins.
Yep.
So there you go. Of course, Tales of Horror. Oh, this is the Bib Fortuna that Steve gave to me. Thank you, Steve. It is greatly appreciated. I need to get him painted up. He said, I have an extra one of these. Here, take this one. Who might
Nice.
argue?
Steve's the man. Get him go.
More pictures of the Masters of the Universe. I love the giant rib cage. That goes, of course, with the giant, arm
The
and
skull
chains.
and the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I'm about to get joined again
Oh, by the other one?
by, this is Winston.
Yeah.
What time is it? Starting to approach.
It's dinner time.
It's almost snack time, so.
More Master of the Universe. So here's Jitsu smacking down the Claw, whatever, I can't remember his name. We were going after the Eternium here.
The Claw.
And some of the characters could fly, so we used the card boxes for flying stands.
Mm-hmm.
King Randor coming up with his in his Speedos. Oh, and here's Jitsu about to smack down the other guy. Which rules were used for the He-Man game? Yes.
All of the above, apparently.
Yeah. Steve says, fistful of lead. All versions. Yeah, so this guy's flying, and you can tell because he's on the card box. Yeah, this was after Jitsu got rid of the other two opponents. More death and dismemberment. These guys were activated by King Randor and immediately got mesmerized by Evelyn, whichever. And Stinkor was bringing the Eternium back to give to them so they could run off the table. That didn't work out as well as I had hoped. But that's okay. It was a good game. Here's Jay showing McMurray and Tad how to play the game. Apparently it was confusing.
Yeah, can confirm.
So it's a fun little game. I mean, basically you're playing rock, paper, scissors. But it's a fun game. And just a shot of all the great Kniggets there. The black Knigget. More shots of the French and Indian War stuff.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Who are those horrible guys? Oh, wait, that's me.
Mm-hmm. So, but it was overall it was a good weekend.
It was an awesome weekend. I had a blast.
My understanding, and if I'm not if I'm not if my understanding and I'm not mistaken, we're gonna have a single day, one table, maybe two table game day the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Which, as of right now, McMurray has off work.
Yeah, so do I. So, and the reason why this particular, not just to celebrate Jay Wiley's birthday, but also it's being used to get starter funding for what we hope to have in March, a game convention, a open to the public game convention in March in the Kansas City area. So
Called March to Victory.
March to Victory, yes. Robin is diligently working on getting a location. Jay says we've raised $500. He's raised $500 for the starter fund. More is definitely needing to be had. So he's hoping to have a couple more of these game days again. And, $20 gets you in the door. Can't go wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what we're hoping to have happen is because Recruits has
imploded,
basically gone by the wayside, unfortunately, due to various and sundry reasons. It's felt that a premier gaming convention experience needs to be had in Kansas City, where it's not overly priced. Because right now, the game convention that I know about in Kansas City is like $65 just to get into the door.
65 is what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're used to only paying $5 to get in the door,
even if you're used to paying normal convention prices, $65.
Yes. Yeah. And all I can think is this ain't Gen Con.
I mean, is Gen Con that much?
I have no idea. Gen Con's ridiculous because, I don't know.
Of course, it gets tens of thousands of people too.
Yeah, well, I mean, all the day conventions that you can go to around here, which are, in my mind, more expensive than they're usually worth, are still only like $35 or $40 in St. Louis. I couldn't imagine, KC being too drastically different. That thing better come with never mind.
It does not come with those. I know where you're going. It didn't come with those.
It's just that seems ridiculous, almost to the point of being ridiculous for its own sake.
So, this picture I think is probably one of my favorite pictures.
Glorious. You'd almost think this is a bunch of reenactors.
Yeah.
Being photographed through the trees.
Just so well done. But yeah,
Chris Clucky knows his shit.
He does indeed.
Yeah, it's 65 for the weekend, but that's most people are only going to be able to be there Friday nights and Saturday. So basically, you're paying $65 for Friday night or Saturday, or Friday night and Saturday. Hold on.
Yeah, hard pass.
So
hard no.
That's
wild, man.
I love how Chris Clucky does the this unit has already fired. He's got the cotton balls on the flight stands, so they're at muzzle level height.
That is,
of course, the core rule book. Oh, and Picture of my boys.
Speaking of cats,
Yeah.
the internet is for cats. The internet is for cats. Anyway, yeah.
Wait, Clark and Kent were at Wiley Wargaming again?
I'm pretty
No.
sure the Great Dane would have taken a dim view of that.
This was a photo taken this afternoon. So.
Clark and Kent just want to be on the internet.
Yes, they do.
Well, they're cats. The internet is for them.
That's fair.
So the weekend was fun. I got to play in 3 games. I was part of 4 games. I didn't play anything Friday night because I was kind of the odd man out. We had the fantasy table had space for 8 people. I had played the fantasy game before. Some hadn't, so I said I will go ahead and step aside and let others play, which was fine because for me, the real reason to be at these events, whether it's something in your buddy's basement or an actual convention, is to have the social interaction. And that's I got that in spades this past weekend. So lots of fun, had a great time. Jay, thank you so much for hosting. Thank Robin for putting up with all of our shenanigans. Marshall, I understand. I didn't get I didn't get a chance to partake in any of his beverages that he made, but I understand that they were amazing. One of these days, I will take part in
Wiley
having one.
Needs to start shipping Marshall's sourdough. I just finished it off today. I cut the loaf into 4 pieces and ate 1 piece of
bread.
Jam. Yeah.
Marshall's a pretty good kid. He apparently he's an amazing bartender and baker of
makes a mean sourdough.
Fine sourdough breads. So I'm looking forward to the after Thanksgiving gig.
With bated breath.
Yep. And I've talked to Robin, and she wanted to do one of these about every 4 to 6 weeks, and she wanted to have one sometime in January. I said, well, I normally have a game weekend, the weekend of Martin Luther King's birthday, and I would be more than willing to have that weekend, instead of being in my basement, be in her basement, in Jay Wiley's basement. So anybody that watches this that happens to be part of the J3 group, CJ3 will be in Independence this year, not my small, minuscule little basement. So half of the people that show up for CJ3 live in the Kansas City area already, so not a big deal.
There's more brown on these stupid pirates than I realized. This sucks. There is, man. I'm still painting this stupid brown an hour and a half later or whatever it is.
Bunkhouse says, better to have a few good days of gaming with good friends than to suffer through 100 lousy tournaments with competitive wackos. Absolutely. So I'm hoping to have it completed. I'm hoping to have everything ready to go for January. My Tantive 4 project, as you can see, is coming along. I think this is looking right nice. I think it's exactly what I'm looking for. And I currently have this many modules printed, plus one more that I need to take off of the printer.
Oh, holy smoly. There you go.
This here is 5,
6. That's 3 solid feet, isn't it?
Well, they're 5.25 inches long.
Okay.
So whatever 5 1/4 times 6 is,
So just shy of
30 inches, or right at 30 inches. Come on,
Yeah.
buddy. Come on.
yeah. So yeah, 3.5 feet or 2.5 feet. That's awesome, man. Those are awesome.
The internet is for cats.
Yeah. So
Chris, are you still thinking about putting like an L or a Y in that, or an L or a T in that hallway?
oh yeah, there's going to be definite ones. Jay, thank you for stopping in and giving a little bit of your insight. And yes, this coming Tuesday, 6 days from now, BSing with the Baron and Steve is going to be their recap of the weekend. So definitely go check out BSing with the Baron and Steve. Great show, always good. I'm fairly positive we've got some really good mailbag read-throughs this coming show. So
hopefully we don't
be
develop any
prepared.
Facebook comments in the mailbag.
Be prepared. So always good to have you, Jay. Steve, if you're still out there, thank you, sir. It's appreciated. And we'll be seeing y'all Tuesday night. Remember, BSing with the Baron and Steve this coming Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, over at Wiley Games YouTube channel. Man, it's almost like I'm a professional at this by now. You know, announcing other stuff.
Like you've been doing this for a few years now, huh?
Just a few, yeah. But yeah, it's a good game, a good weekend. Looking forward to the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I think we were planning to have a game weekend over at my buddy Mike's place. I'm going to talk to Mike and say, hey, would you mind horribly if we moved it south from where you live down to Independence? I don't think he'll have a real problem because then he doesn't have to clean his own house. Plus, it's helping getting the new convention going. So, Steve says, do it. Yes, definitely. Just don't spell it. Yes, yeah, okay. Yes.
Sage advice.
I messed up spelling Wiley. I apologize. I deleted the posts. I recreated the posts with the correct spelling. So there you have it.
Wandering monster.
Come on, buddy. What are you doing?
Before we go, last week I said I was gonna put something on the Discord / bring it up this week, and I did not put it on the Discord, but I do have a list of projects for the watch or progress reports with McMurray, hobby, rehab, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Viewers decide what McMurray works on type stuff.
Okay.
So I'll type up whichever ones we think are good and toss them up on the Discord. If you guys hear something, you're watching this later, you're live, you hear, hey, I want to watch McMurray do that, or hey, McMurray should finish on that. He's been talking about it forever, or any number of other things. Hey, that sounds like it's good stuff. We should make McMurray do that. That's fine. So the list is compiled by Wardrobe Plays World War II and myself in the car driving home from Kansas City, which Wardrobe did the whole way, despite the fact that we were driving back Saturday night because I don't mind driving at night at all. And then he's all, well, no, we can just take my car. It's no big deal. Oh, no, I'll drive. So hats off to Wardrobe.
Yes.
I told him thank you like a million times. If our viewers want to say thank you, that'd be awesome too, because I can't thank him enough because Wardrobe's awesome. But without further ado, enough of that tangent. The list, as was thought up, and I'm sure if any of you guys are longtime viewers, you probably add crap to this. 10 millimeter imaginations.
Okay.
Right, you guys saw me finish a few regiments last week, as well as some cavalry. There is always more to go on that. I just grabbed a couple more packs from Old Glory. That being said, the sidewalk in front of my house has been tore up for the last 2 weeks, so I haven't gotten a shred of mail in the last 2 weeks other than one package today. So, whatever. That'll get here eventually, but that is still on the docket. 10 millimeter imaginations. That's somewhere in the early 1800s sort of time frame. To be played with the Little Wars TV rules, Live Free or Die. 28 millimeter Victorian sci-fi. That's a bit of a smaller project. There's probably only 30 or 40, maybe 50 28 millimeter figures to be painted for that, along with
that thing.
Airship. There's another airship too, which is hilarious. You guys want to see me tear my hair out? This is the one, because I have no idea how I'm going to paint these, and that bugs the crap out of me.
I would use paint.
Well, I get that, but like, again, I enjoy historical stuff because when I'm painting, World War II British or Americans or Wehrmacht, I don't have to worry about like, oh, how am I going to paint these guys? I know how I'm going to paint them. There's already that's not a question. When I have to figure out my own paint scheme, it drives me nuts. Anyways, then we have traditional Victorian airships, aeronef type things. So this sort of thing made by brigade models. Tons of these guys left to go. I do have some that are painted. There are some painted that are good to go and ready to fight, but I have a problem, as all of you know. So there are lots and lots that still need to be painted. Pirates, obviously. Not only just knocking out these guys, there's probably at least this many over again, if not some more after that. There are some female pirates coming on the way as well as a couple more boats. You guys, again, you can go back and watch the last few episodes to see some of the boats that have been made. 15 millimeter modern / Cold War era Imaginations Africans. Peter Pig, AK-47 Republic type rules, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jay has a large collection of those. It got me all inspired to pull that stuff out. So that's all based and partially painted. Here's some of those bases. There's mortar bases. Okay, so there we go. All right, 15 millimeter World War I Africa. Right, so we got some little fellas and some cool weird vehicles for that. Like a Mark IV gun carrier, stuff like that. 6 millimeter Vietnam, multi-based units, cool stuff. Probably to be played with Charlie Don't Surf or some such like that, maybe Cold War Commander, something like that. 2 millimeter If the Lord Saves Us. So that's a 2 Fat Lardies rule set that's designed to be played with bases of 2 15 millimeter figures. Instead, I have bases of 2 millimeter sections. But again, that's World War I in the Mediterranean / Middle East. 2 millimeter 2 millimeter American Civil War. That's mainly just a basing project at this point in time. We're going to pull that off the list. 28 millimeter Romans for large scale skirmish stuff. So I'm not necessarily talking about, your standard mass battle, rank and flank Romans. We're talking about skirmish forces. I'm trying to get to where I can pull some of those out because there are some of them that are done that some of you might enjoy.
So what you're saying is these would be perfect for Clash of Spears.
Clash of Spears or any number of Wiley games. Originally, they were designed to be played as a Wiley game. So gentlemen like my Celtic Purple Helmet Warriors. So you can see here some Justati type guys with purple helmets with white plumes. Who will feature prominently in the Snakes on a Plane game that needs to be played and recorded. Hopefully, maybe Todd and I can play that, but that sort of thing. So again, unarmored guys, stuff like that, just fun stuff. Here's a Spartacus figure from that. All right.
So, and the reason I specifically mention Clash of Spears,
I believe is a thing. Are we doing a thing?
We're doing a thing.
We're doing a thing.
I'm gonna firm up. I've got it confirmed that he wants to do it. And this Saturday is the do it time. I'm just going to firm up the time this Saturday. But we should have Francisco and Alvaro Irize, authors of Clash of Spears, on a special edition of Chronicles of Not Jay this coming Saturday.
Beautiful.
So
That'll be quite cool.
As a point of, not point of order, but as a point of interest, I gamed with Francisco quite a bit when I lived in Austin. He was one of the guys in my gaming group at my second all-time favorite gaming store, which unfortunately is no more, Great Hall Games in Austin, Texas. So we'll be hopefully getting to chat with him and his brother on Saturday with talking about Clash of Spears, and maybe doing some catch up with how folks are doing. However, I believe he no longer lives in Austin, and I believe he lives in Georgia now, but be that as it may. So you've got all kinds of projects.
I do. There's a couple more.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a problem. We have 28 millimeter Conquistadors, Wars of Religion type stuff. Kind of goes along with the Pirates. They're a little earlier. 28 millimeter Zimmerman Telegraph or Telegram What If games.
That's my vote there.
So
just straight up, that's my vote.
Some Americans, some Mexicans, some command figures for each side, as well as I've got some vehicles for that. And terrain will need to be made for that as well. But 28 millimeter Zimmerman Telegram is a cool one. 28 millimeter Rorke's Drift terrain specifically, because I've got all the figures done and painted. That's pretty cool. 10 millimeter Rorke's Drift. Again, I have a problem. Leave me alone. This is kind of like, anyways, the two different scales of Victorian sci-fi, but 28 millimeter Rorke's Drift terrain and 10 millimeter Rorke's Drift in general, both terrain, which I already have, would not have to build, just need to paint, as well as an ungodly number of Zulus and about 60 more Brits to do 1-to-1 for the Brits and then recycle Zulu figures. 6 millimeter Lord of the Rings / Game of Thrones mass battle stuff. It's 6 millimeter. I painted the elves in red and gold, kind of like Lannisters. I painted the humans for Lord of the Rings in blue and silver to be used as either Gondorians or passably as Northmen for Game of Thrones. But I still need to do some parts of each of those factions, as well as all the orcs and all that nonsense.
Mr. McMurray?
Yes.
Your 6 millimeter ancient / fantasy, is that from Bacchus 6 millimeter?
Primarily from Bacchus, yes.
Nice. I've got some of those. Those are gorgeous figures.
They are gorgeous. Yeah, they're based to play a game called Lords and Lands by a guy named Craig Armstrong over in the UK. He's got some really good YouTube videos that explain how to play it. And shout out to Craig Armstrong. It finally occurred to me, Jay. During COVID, Craig made the PDF copy of Lords and Lands free. I think that's what old Davey Boy was thinking of. Unfortunately, it was just a free roll set. You didn't have to buy anything, so I think he's still smoking crack. But that's not the point. And I believe that's it. I do have some Game of Thrones naval stuff, but that's simple. That's these little fellows like this that I'm holding. Yeah. Again, that's simple. So again, we got 10 mil Imaginations, 28 millimeter Victorian sci-fi, tiny Victorian sci-fi being Aeronef, Pirates, African Moderns, 15 mil African World War I, 6 millimeter Vietnam. We're going to leave, if the Lord spares us, off the list. 28 millimeter Roman Skirmish, 28 millimeter Conquistador, Zimmerman Telegram, either of the Rorke's Drifts. We'll just lump those into one, and then we'll leave the 6 millimeter off. All right, so I'll get all those up on the Discord and probably on the Facebook. Comment here, comment on either of those threads, and get on the Discord and do it, because the Discord's a fun place to hang out and talk. Hi, Daddy Christopher. Hello, Dante. But yeah.
There
So,
you go.
sorry for you get 10 minutes of time that none of you will ever get back, especially not you, Jeff. I'm not sorry.
Garm says, not Jay, where is your current all-time favorite game store? That would be the game store, or is it in Overland Park now?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Overland Park. It is a tabletop game and hobby. That has been my go-to gaming store for well over 25 years.
Run by the wonderful Mr. Phil Kilgore.
Yes.
They now have a board game pub next door.
Yes.
If you have not been there, it is worth a visit. You can grab a drink, you can grab a bite to eat, you can grab a waffle of all things, sweet or savory waffles, and they've got board games blowing out the yin yang that you can throw out on a table and play while you're there eating.
Yeah, so it's game store. The next space over is their gaming area, which has nothing to do with the restaurant. It's, you can come in, you can bring your models, you can play miniatures, you can play board games, you can play whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then next door to that is the gaming pub. They've got their liquor license, right?
I believe so. I think you can get a beer there. Yes.
Yeah. So you can grab a beer, you can grab a board game, and you can sit, nosh on some good eats, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to bring the fellowship to the large game room there. That's my spot as well.
Oh man, yikes! Here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find a time to get over there to tabletop and get a game going and live cast it. I think. Not quite sure. You know what? I might just have to bring Tantive 4 there.
That'd be a popular choice.
Yeah, because it'll be Star Wars, and who doesn't love Star Wars? And I will definitely make the announcement that we're going to do that well in advance. So for those that are local, that want to either just come and watch or actually play, we'll do that. Absolutely. Yes, and that'll be a good time. It'll be fun. So, let's see here. We'll go around the horn here real quick. Mr. Copeland, what would you say was your most memorable part of the weekend?
If it wasn't sticking Brian with a shiv and watching him fall over dead, I can't remember what it was. So I'm pretty sure that was it.
All right. Fair enough. McMurray?
That's actually a really good question. I'm not 110% sure. It's hard to pull one kind of specific moment out,
Yeah.
I had a blast in all the games that I played. I really can't think of any one particular instance other than just getting to see folks.
All right. Yeah. Mr. Wardrobe?
Quality time spent with good friends and good gaming.
I mean, I tried to make mine not just sound super duper annoyingly Miss America, and here comes Todd just blowing in on a wrecking ball.
And sharing a room with McMurray.
And then things got weird.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're just turning that one up to 11, huh?
They're never gonna let us stay in that hotel again. Oh well.
Yeah. That shower curtain is ruined.
All I know.
Maybe close the window next time.
All I know is I saw a van and some guys with black lights walking in. I'm not saying.
Maybe cut down on the whipped cream next time. That might help too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say playing. Believe it or not, it wasn't playing the Star Wars game. It was playing the Masters of the Universe game.
Oh my God, is George Lucas gonna forgive you?
Well, I should say the most memorable was me screwing up the rules for the Star Wars game.
Yeah, that was fun.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
So
Todd talked about it the whole way home.
But the most fun I had was definitely the Masters of the Universe game. So
you were running the last game of the last night with everyone all tired and cranky and
discombobulated. Yeah.
And they had a lot of special, there's lots of special rules and characters. Not a lot of special rules, but you know what I mean. Just lots.
There are.
Right.
So it's not. It wasn't like super easy. And there's how many of us were in the room playing a game? 9 people.
There was, because the the evening Masters of the Universe game was happening at the same time.
I think it was 12 because there were 6.
There was 12. There were 6 on the Star Wars table. There was 6 on the Masters of the Universe table. So there was 12 of us in there.
It was cool meeting all the people there, Bill and the Chris's and Boo and the family, Robin and Marshall and oh boy, what's his daughter's name? Sorry,
Rowan. Yeah.
And,
Ronan, yeah, she's Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronan.
That was cool.
We've got a viewer leaving. Goodbye, Carolina. Giving us kisses, guys.
All right.
Those are going straight to Jeffy.
Yep.
Get it, Hexy. He's got to have us muted or something.
He does.
Solid call.
No, I don't have you muted. I want you to hear the obnoxious man sounds I'm making sitting on my couch.
You could probably turn the video off.
Actually, I'm clipping counters. I'm sure you all don't want to hear that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we two things I'd like to see happen in March when we have March to Victory. I want to see Warmut there, and I want to see Jeff there.
Yeah, I agree.
So, drag your ass this direction, buddy. McMurray and I are headed out your direction sometime in 2022. You're going to need to reciprocate, sir. Oh.
Hey, I will reciprocate by having a proper shower curtain.
No, you got to have
Thank you, God.
Hey, Steve's here.
LBW, hey guys, howdy, sir.
Hey, what's up, man?
I don't know if you've been loitering or just showed up, but welcome. When I watch other people's shows like this, I loiter like an A10.
It's good to just circle sometimes, just hang out.
Yep. So, don't know what we're going to talk about next Wednesday. I'll come up with something like I always do. He said, coming back from the dead, been fighting COVID for 15 days, been starting feeling a little better finally. Dude, been there, done that last November, man. It was
feeling better.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. I hope you did not feel even half as bad as I did when I had it, because I would have, at that point in time, I would have preferred death.
Chris was a cranky boy.
I'm just saying. Oh, dude. So my heart goes out to you, sir. But thank you for dropping in. Catch, go back and watch the rerun. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you like the photos of the show or of the past weekend. So, what do you got going, Jeff? Besides clipping counters,
I think he's clipping Battle for Normandy.
you're muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to use my phone, but I'm watching it on TV. Yeah, actually, I just finished clipping that puppy. Now I'm clipping this puppy, which a game that I will never play.
What's that?
Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit number 3.
Yeah, I have all 4 of them now, but I'll never play them. But I think I'm gonna strip the table back there. I'm gonna take Kursk down, and I'm gonna set up the Brazen Cherries. I think I'm gonna set up one of the campaigns. Thank you.
Cool.
Of course, I might change my mind 3 minutes from now.
Who the hell knows, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Copeland, have you been working on anything?
I have been. I'm
Yeah.
kind of in between projects. I've got my 15 millimeter masked zombies still working with the intent of putting them up in a game of Chain of Command. I've been doing a lot of Future War Commander with some of the guys here in Kansas City. Shout out Joel, shout out John Isbrand, who will probably never see this.
Probably
You won't be able to see these worth a darn. Nah, you won't be able to see them. 3 millimeter science fiction from PicoArmor.com, which Mr. Not Jay there is intimately familiar with that website. We're gonna get some. It's a tiny tank-looking thing.
No, it's tiny people.
Tiny people. What? With your picture that small, I can't tell. Show me the tiny people. Hello, tiny people. Those figures just, I mean, admittedly, you can't tell what nationality those are, but even so.
Oh, these are Israeli. No, these are Egyptian.
Israeli, Egyptian, big difference.
Not to be confused with 15 millimeter American.
Yeah, yep. Oh, hey, do you have any 15 millimeter Germans?
Yep.
I gotta find them.
Do you need 15 millimeter Germans, Chris?
No, he's got 15 millimeter Germans. They're at my house somewhere that I've got to find and paint.
Sorry, dude, I couldn't resist.
Oh no, that's fine.
Anyway,
Out.
So I've got some 3 millimeter totally not Eldar going in the priming stage right now. I was working on some 15 millimeter hedgerows, which looked very nice with tongue depressors and Brillo pads and the whole 9 yards, and they look really cool. At the moment, I'm sort of on hold. I'm kind of a burst person when the mood strikes me, and if I'm not in the mood, I'll just sit and watch football.
Yeah. So we know what McMurray's been working on. Every fucking thing.
Every fucking thing on earth.
Look, I have a problem, and I'm working on it.
Hey,
right?
you know what? If that's your only problem, that's a way to live, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the way to live.
We're only starting.
I got a project for you. Hold on.
Shut up, Jeff.
And then we know what Wardrobe's working on. His game room in his new house.
Clip all this shit for me.
No, you.
Yeah.
What is that?
Shut up.
About that.
2,400 counters from Corson Pocket.
Well,
Yeah,
shit,
well-
you're gonna be done with that in like 14 and a half minutes.
Exactly. I'm Hex to Hex, and I know how to clip counters properly. McMurray, you're dumb. You don't know how to clip counters.
I feel the love in this room.
Yeah. Do you feel the love in this church tonight?
Yeah.
LBW says, "Hey Jeff, how's it going?"
Good,
and
Steve-o.
Wardrobe, how are you?
These are yours.
What?
That's sits on
Sorry. Sorry, let me mute.
That's how
Thus
he's doing.
confirming our relative level of importance.
Well, I think the wife showed up, so you know.
Oh, well, you know.
Chuck says, McMurray, you don't have a problem. They be jelly of your expertise.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'd be jealous.
Take that.
I have a problem with McMurray.
Well,
He's been sharing all his love with that Todd guy, and I ain't been getting none.
hey man.
Hey, if you would show up.
After what the hell is my
Bunk says, I just finished assembling and basing 51 28mm Dark Age infantry for several games. Very cool.
Nice.
Are any of those fistful of lead? Because if they're not, you're wrong. Says next is painting them up and waiting on my Anycubic Photon Mono to show up. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Getting into that 3D. Have you had a 3D printer before this one, or is this your first go?
is this Bunkhouse?
Yeah.
It is.
It is his first printer. He's starting out with an Anycubic, I think Mono X, and he's got a wash and cure already on the way, like a smart person.
Yes. Because like I said, the wash and cure changed my life.
Big, yeah.
So
absolutely, it's outstanding.
I will say this to anybody who's listening who does 3D printing. If anybody knows where I can get or print 28mm kangaroos with rifles, drop me a line.
Fair.
Enough said.
Yeah. You can reach him. He's in the are you in the Not J Gaming group on Facebook?
I don't think so.
I'll
I've
zip
not
you
received an invitation.
I'll zip you an invite.
I'm hurt.
Dude, it's just been a couple of weeks since I've been the one controlling that shit. So
Okay, that's fair.
So when you say kangaroos, are we talking about the hoppy kind or the tracked vehicle kind?
The hoppy kind.
Make sure.
If you're familiar with the Great Emu War, yeah, this is for Emu War 2. The emus have reinforcements.
Electric Boogaloo.
Did the Israelis or did the Australians get reinforcements? I think that's who we need to worry about.
Yeah, right. The emus did fine without reinforcements.
The emus don't need reinforcements. It's Paul's forebears that need help.
Paul's boys needing some help there. Now I do have some Zuluroos.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've got.
Are those for the?
I've got kangaroos that are carrying Zulu shields and have got Zulu headdresses and whatnot.
Oh, that's awesome.
I remember those.
What's that?
Who thinks this stuff up?
Somebody that was in the middle of Puff Puff Pass.
Same people who come up with the Napoleonosaurus and shit like that.
Even though our former Learless feeder is no longer present, I still think we need to be doing Napoleonus Rex.
It's still in the works. I'm working on another goofy dinosaur project too, so it's all good.
Okay. I just laying it out there. Just saying that.
Oh yeah, it
needs to be done.
It's a thing, dog.
Who, McMurray or Hexy?
I think he's referring to all of us, Chris.
Hey, I got my cats and my wife.
Where did I come in this conversation?
Very lonely man.
I got my cameras.
Right. And then, of course, everybody knows what I'm working on. I've been working on this. So I was going to tell you, McMurray, what I'm doing is I'm going to have a single hallway, but there's going to be two three-way entrances, where it's like this, where it's got one doorway here, and like one doorway here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to jet off on one side and down the hallway.
Yeah, so like T intersections.
Right. And then farther down, I'm going to have another T intersection that will cut off and come back the other direction. Each stormtrooper player will have his own objective. One will be get to the cockpit. One will be find the princess. One will be find the droids.
I got something for LBW. Rich Campbell sent me Rick Barber's 3 Days of Gettysburg maps
Sweet.
for free,
What?
along with some Napoleonic games for free.
All right, and we're back. Rotated over to the mobile device because McMurray needs to be mobile again. Yeah, that's because
okay. Steve says, very lonely man, and says, Jeff asked who makes this stuff up, not you guys.
oh well, except for we did make up Napoleonosauruses to be fair.
LBW, I would have allowed it either way, just for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one
So,
absolutely is fitting and appropriate.
I mean, you're not wrong in either instance.
Technically, yeah.
So, yeah, just to kind of wind this down and bring it around. Had a good weekend. Another weekend is going to be coming soon with the day after, or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. That's going to be a blast. And then, just as a heads up, 4 weeks from tonight, we will not have a show.
What is 4 weeks from tonight? Thanksgiving?
No, 4 weeks from tonight is me and the family in Disney.
The family and I at Disney.
No, me going to Disney.
That makes sense.
Chris, is your brother joining you out of curiosity?
Yeah, it's Jay, Beth, the kids, Donna, and me. We're
Gotcha.
all going down. We're not going down together, but we will be there together, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So Wednesday is going to be our first day in the parks. We're going to Magic Kingdom. Thursday is Epcot. Friday is Hollywood Studio. And who am I kidding? The entire day is going to be in Star Wars. And then
What a dork.
yes, I am.
Hey, wait a
and
minute.
then Saturday
Yeah, okay.
is a
Chris,
second
I'm
day
happy
in
somebody
Magic
caught on to
Kingdom.
that.
What's that?
I was just saying, Chris, I'm happy somebody caught on to that. Me calling
So
somebody
wait a
else
minute, you're
dork.
going to Disney World in Florida?
Yes.
You know how close that is to West Virginia, right?
I was about to say.
That's
You come east, take a right turn, and head down there.
yeah. Well, we're flying, so
Okay, so fly east, take a right turn.
it's all up to
They
Southwest.
got
man.
parachutes, don't they? Come on, man. Get on the stick.
Who do I look like? DB Cooper?
We have very inexpensive flights that go straight out of here down to freaking Myrtle Beach, Miami, Orlando. I mean cheap.
LBW Steve says, okay, well, I had a blast saying hi, feeling more normal. I need to get to bed, but first, live event I've been on in over 2 weeks. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, buddy. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hope to see you Saturday night. I will let everybody know the timing for that. It might not be at 8:30. It may be a little earlier, but I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, be good,
on the
Steve.
lookout. So take care of yourself. Get feeling much better. I've been where you are. It's going to take a while. So take care of yourself. I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the night. You guys take care. We will see you Saturday. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me tonight. Everybody, we will see you on the flip side.
All right. Talk to you later.